Hi everyone, Dr. Steph here from Living Health Integrative Medicine, and I wanted to do a video today to talk to you about the awesome health benefits of turmeric, or more importantly, the extract from turmeric called curcumin. So turmeric is an orange root that has been used medicinally for thousands of years, mainly out of Asia and India, but I have even actually tasted turmeric right out of the ground when we were on vacation in Jamaica. So it can be found in a lot of different places. It is heavily researched. It's probably one of the most researched natural nutrients out there, to the point that even the Mayo Clinic describes turmeric as a functional food. Basically what they're saying is it has medicinal qualities, even though you can't say it cures or treats anything, because according to the FDA, nothing but pharmaceutical drugs cure. We'll wink on that one. So, as a matter of the research, curcumin has been studied in over 10,000 peer-reviewed literature papers. So what I'm going to go through today is just a really brief summary of the awesome benefits that have been found in the research, even pairing turmeric or curcumin up against some major pharmaceutical drugs. And I'll just put the data out there and you guys can make your own conclusions. So one of the things that curcumin is known for is it's a natural blood thinner. It actually prevents blood clots. It prevents the aggregation of platelets in the actual blood vessels. So it's very good for cardiovascular health. And this is one reason why I'm saying this one first, is because if you are on a blood thinner like warfarin or Coumadin, you do want to use caution if you're going to be taking something like turmeric. Ironically, there are a lot of natural foods that are anti-clotting and natural blood thinners, so why they don't use that instead of the medications, I don't know, but once again, I'll just leave that up to you guys. It has been found in the research, curcumin, to be more effective at Prozac for depression, which is amazing because, you know, Prozac's been around for a while. Prozac's got black box warnings, as do many antidepressants that are pharmacological. There's no black box warning on curcumin, other than, yes, one of the side effects is that it can thin your blood, which could be a good thing if that's, you know, you're trying to keep your cardiovascular health up. It naturally lowers inflammation, to the point that the research shows that it's more effective at lowering inflammation and pain than aspirin and ibuprofen. Pretty amazing, right? So again, some of the negative effects of aspirin is stomach ulcers, gastrointestinal bleeding. You don't have that as a side effect with turmeric or curcumin. It's not just an anti-inflammatory, but it is an immune system balancer and regulator. And so what that does is it helps someone who may have an autoimmune disease where they're attacking their own body tissues actually get into a more balanced state and be less likely to attack. So it's been found to be very effective in things like eczema, psoriasis, rheumatoid arthritis, ulcerative colitis, all types of autoimmune diseases basically can be positively impacted by something like curcumin. It is a very effective anti-cancer. So it's been found in several studies, remember this is from the published research, to be anti-tumorigenic. What it does is it actually causes the death of tumor cells in the labs. It also helps prevent regrowth of the tumor cells. So it prevents the regrowth after also killing the cancer cells. It's been studied and found to be the most effective so far in breast cancer, colon cancer, stomach cancer, as well as skin cancer. And actually it can be even applied topically, believe it or not. Studies show that curcumin is 400 times more potent than metformin in activating the enzymes that helps with sugar regulation. So for diabetics, this is a really, really important thing. And all of our diabetics in one form or another end up taking curcumin extract in their supplement protocols because it's very, very effective. And the beauty of this, again, is that it's anti-tumor, anti-cancer. It doesn't cause a lot of vitamin deficiencies like metformin does. It can help prevent the proliferation and growth of fat cells, so it actually can help prevent obesity. It's been shown to be very effective at helping with cognitive health, so brain inflammation, any type of impairment to brain or degenerative process that the brain may undergo, whether it's Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, multiple sclerosis, depression, like I mentioned before, can be positively impacted by taking curcumin as a supplement. One study actually found that curcumin was more effective than atorvastatin, which is a cholesterol-lowering medication, when it came to lowering the inflammation associated with elevated cholesterol. And so here's the thing, it's not so much that the elevated cholesterol is a cardiovascular risk marker, it's the inflammation. And one of the things that the statins do is it lowers the inflammation that can lead to cardiovascular issues. Well, curcumin has been found to be more effective than the statin drugs at lowering the inflammation that causes cardiovascular issues. And whether that lowers the cholesterol or not is really a moot point at this point. It's very good at helping the body detoxify. It supports the liver and the gallbladder and flushing things out. And this is one of the reasons why we've put it into most of our liver and detoxification protocols here. So it is not enough to just put turmeric powder, which is an herb that you can find at any grocery store, into your food as a seasoning. It doesn't have a ton of flavor. It's kind of like an earthy flavor. Quite honestly, for me, it tastes like dirt, but it adds a lot of beautiful color. It's bright yellow. It will stain everything. So I add it to a lot of cooking because it doesn't really alter the taste, but it adds extra antioxidants and anti-inflammatory benefits. You can add it to your shakes, but turmeric itself and the powder, the spice, only contains about 3% curcumin. So you don't get a lot of that super medicinal food extract curcumin when you're just dealing with the whole root. So the best way to do this, to get it in sort of more of a therapeutic way or a functional way, is to actually take a supplement. And so this is where we recommend patients look for a good quality supplement. You want to make sure that it's going to be concentrated to 95% curcumin. And it's going to be in a form that's going to be digestible. So it's either going to contain black pepper extract, which helps pull it across the gut barrier into the system, makes it more absorbable, more accessible, or it's in a liposomal form, which also then gets carried across the gut barrier into the cells, into the body a lot easier. So we have two forms. We find some patients prefer liquids and some patients prefer capsules. So it just depends on your lifestyle and your preference. The pill form of curcumin that we have is called curcumin complex. There's a few different forms of the curcumin, and we have it in a liposomal form that's very bioavailable, meaning you can get it into the gut very easily. And with the dosing on this, we recommend up to 1,500 milligrams a day if you're targeting a more therapeutic approach, which would be 1 capsule per meal, would be your therapeutic dose. The liquid that we have is called curcumulse, and we called it curcumulse because it's an emulsified form of curcumin. This is a really good form for someone that has liver issues or has no gallbladder, that has a really hard time digesting and absorbing fats. This is what we recommend, or we recommend this if you just generally don't like a lot of pills. It will come out bright orange just like the herb, and so we recommend for therapeutic dosing that you use about a tablespoon once or twice a day. But honestly, just for good nutrition practices, 1 teaspoon of this twice a day would be adequate to benefit. It kind of depends on what your health goals are. So you can look down at below the video here. You'll find links to where you can find these on our online store. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask.